Of course, as you know, it does take a lot to get to that point. But what are some of course, the traits that will get you there? As we know, jealousy is one of the 7 deadly sins. Jenny has a really good saying when she describes jealousy. Good morning, love.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Great to have you here.
Good to have you
As always, Jenny.
Thank you.
It's a Monday, but it's an emergency. So we had to call the love doctor on this one.
And that's fine.
Thank you. Now, jealousy is a big thing. We've dealt with it as humans for centuries. It's not going away anytime soon. What can you say about it before we get into it?
I'm just reminded that Shakespeare calls it the green-eyed monster. And jealousy is an emotion that is as a result of human insecurities, is a result of lack of trust, is a result of fear of losing your loved one. And really, it's not just humanity, even the animal kingdom are territorial. So jealousy to a large extent is about being territorial, guarding your territory. And there's nothing wrong with guarding your territory. And so you can have a little bit of jealousy to ensure that you are guarding your territory.
Yeah.
Now what goes wrong is when jealousy goes out of hand.
Right.
And it does go out of hand because of personalities and personality disorders. It goes out of hand also because of psychological disorders.
Yeah.
Many times we live in a society where we believe everybody is well. I just want to say this as we get into this subject of jealousy, that jealousy is attributed mainly from the self. It is my insecurities that trigger the jealousy. And these insecurities are mainly as a result of something. It could be your childhood upbringing, because as you grew up, there was a lot of mistrust and you are insecure about many things. So you get into the world and you are insecure because of where you're coming from. 2, you can have serious jealousy issues because of codependency. You're not enough. Your self-esteem is low, your self-worth is low, and you depend on others to fill you up, so for your ego, for your self-esteem. And when that lacks, then you go out of your way to react because you're afraid of losing that person that gives you self-worth and identity.
Right. 3,
we have mental health issues. And this is a global issue. Apparently, 450,000, not 50,000, 450 million people globally suffer from mental health.
Okay.
In Kenya, 11 million are said to suffer from mental health.
That's a crazy number.
4 out of every 10 people have a mental health issue. And this comes as a result of, economic times, relationship issues, stress triggers very high, depression as a result of the stress, bipolar, schizophrenia, all different situations that cause anxiety and stress and destabilize mental health. Unfortunately, we don't take mental health seriously because of stigmatization, and we have very few doctors or nurses that are specialized. Even hospitals, nobody takes it seriously. As a matter of fact, even when you have a loved one who could be bipolar or highly depressed, you don't seek medical attention.
Right.
And so when we speak about jealousies, I want us to understand that it comes from a level of a stress factor, and it swings all the way to total mental disorder.
And that's why, Jenny, when you look at the newspaper today, we're dealing with 2 cases that are in the limelight, of course, just based on actually jealousy or a love situation gone wrong or a love triangle that someone didn't know about, and now 2 people are dead. 2 people are dead out of something that could have been solved.
Yes.
You'll talk to us about how to avoid to get to that extreme, or to get to an extreme where it's violent.
Yes.
But we have a caller on the line already.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Beatrice, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Kobe.
Thank you so much for calling. You have a question or comment?
Yeah, niko na swali.
Go ahead.
Can I talk in Swahili, please?
Please, angusha, tunasikia.
Okay. Sasa Karina.
Mimi niko fit, Beatrice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nilikuwa nataka kuomba usaidizi kidogo.
Okay, endelea.
Okay, mimi nakuanga na hiyo problem ya snoop kwa simu hivi.
Okay.
There's a time nilisnoop then ikaleta shida. There was a fight, actually a big fight.
Okay, a physical fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ilikuja verbal then ikakuja physical.
Okay.
So nikaacha. Then nakuanga na hiyo nataka tu kusnoop, nataka tu kuichukua.
Amekupatia reason yote ya kusnoop?
Yeah, okay, there's a time anapigiwa simu anatoka nje. So nikiuliza hataki kuniambia nani amempigia, mara ananidanganya. Then when I go to the call, napata is a different person. Then I'm saved with a different name. Because maybe it's a lady and I'm saved like ni a man.
Okay.
Yeah, so nimekuwa na that problem, so nikafika pale nikaacha. So nimekuwa relax, but sometimes niko na pressure.
Okay.
Na niko na hiyo pressure, nataka kuangalia, then niko na stress sana.
Pole
Nafika pale nasikia roho yangu inapiga sometimes.
Okay,
yeah. So imekuwa tu ni stress.
Yes, Beatrice, usijali. Jennifer yuko hapa atakusaidia.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Can I ask something, a favor, please?
Yes.
Sure.
Anaweza nipatie kitabu moja yake, please?
Nimpatie?
Mkitabu.
Sure, Beatrice. Takupatia hiyo.
Kitabu sijali.
Healing Beyond Betrayal. Utasoma hiyo mambo.
Asante, Beatrice. Chani, I didn't know you had such good Swahili, but go on. Go on, love.
Okay. Now, thank you, Beatrice, for calling. And what she has shared is what many people go through. Now, when you have, you feel insecure, then you can turn into a private investigator because you're seeking for security within your space and you want to know what your partner or significant other is up to. So you're snooping around all the time. First, let me say that in a situation of jealousy, the person with the power is that person who is yourself.
Right.
Whatever you look for, you shall find. So when you start snooping, you will see that phone, you will see that receipt, you will find something. And the question is, so how do you handle this? Now, when you become obsessed with snooping, it's called morbid jealousy.
Okay.
When it goes to morbid jealousy, it is a dysfunction. And so what's going to happen is that you will all the time be looking for something to catch your partner on. So your mind is consumed with finding fault.
Okay.
Now, how do you handle yourself? I think, Beatrice, if you're still listening, what I would say is, just look at a blank screen, put off your TV after we are done, and see yourself on the screen. See yourself snooping, see yourself doing all these things, see yourself and feel the pain.
Okay.
After you have felt the pain, come back and ask yourself, is it worth it? I want to replay a new me. And now put on back the screen and have its visualization.
Yeah.
This is a visualization exercise that is very powerful.
Okay.
Because you're going to come from the level where you'll be seeing all the pain and how much time and energy it costs you to look for these things. Now, see your beauty, see your self-worth. Look at it and see it's not worth spending energies trying to justify an infidelity or trying to justify a trust issue. It comes to the level where you need to reevaluate your relationship and decide, is it worth having that relationship? But unfortunately, the worst thing about a morbid jealousy partner is that they transfer this from one relationship to the other, meaning that even if you leave that person, the next person you go to, you will behave the same because the insecurities are deep within yourself.
But let me ask Jenny, on behalf of many people out there, this man has hidden women under pseudonyms.
Yes.
He's hiding things on his phone, which a lot of people are doing.
Yes.
If you're not doing something wrong, why should you hide anything? Why should you even have passwords? And I mean, we are living in that age. What can you say about that before we take the next call?
I want to say to you, Kobe, we had we had a program right on this show, and we spoke about secrets. Everyone has a secret.
Exactly.
And it's everyone has a right to their information. Now, if I choose to call you Babes and not Kobe, does it have anything to do with someone else? Now, the truth of the matter is relationships are formed to work and to be perfect.
Okay.
And that's the idealistic view of relationships. But the truth is, people in relationships have significant relationships with other people. They may not be romantic, but because they know that they are with a spouse or a partner that snoops, and if your name Kobe, anyone here can just save your name.
Yeah.
But you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're a threat. So they'd prefer to say maybe something.
Tom. Yeah.
Then that way, nobody really knows.
His life is just a lot
His life
easier.
is easy.
Okay.
Sometimes why we don't give it as it is because of the threat of the environment. It's about the threat of the environment. Why? You know, it's as simple as you're the guy, I'm the girl, we're driving, you see a beautiful girl, you look. For the next 1 week, we'll not be talking because I'm mad you are looking at somebody else. So you better put some guard that you are not going to look because it's going to cause you a lot of trouble.
That's a miserable way to live. Right?
There are guys who are so insecure with beautiful girls that if you say as little as a hello to someone,
That's it.
That's it. Who's that man? Why is he looking at you? What is the relationship? And that's a fight. So actually, people keep these little secrets to cover and protect their environment,
Right.
unfortunately. But it shouldn't be the case. As the more you try to cover, the harder it becomes because you're going to be caught anyway. So it's better to just deal with it as it comes and be open. It's important to communicate. I think communication is very, very crucial in relationships. And I'll tell you what, if the truth be told, when someone has bounced and killed someone, it's not something that was accidental. It's many times premeditated.
Really?
I know that you have another lover, and I have been told that they come to your house every Monday between this time and this time, and I will pay the watchman, and they will tell me that they are here. Aha, and I will bounce there.
And then it's stewing and stewing
It's
and stewing and stewing. By the time
stewing.
he sees you, that's the end result.
You are so provoked about this. If you had communicated, say, Kobe, I have come to understand that the following is happening. At least give you the benefit of denying or accepting and apologizing. So when you are in this communication, you will fight about it. But when you want to catch, believe me, your adrenaline levels will be at another height, and it's easy to just kill.
Jenny, very, very sad indeed. We have another caller on the line. His name is Morris. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, Morris. How are you?
I'm Morgan. You got my name wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
I've just watched the program.
Say that again.
I've just watched that program.
Okay.
Is jealousy killing marriage? Yeah.
I can't hear him at all.
You've got that problem.
You've got that problem.
I have a problem. I'm jealousy about it.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I suspected that maybe she's cooking good food to other people,
Yeah.
when we go to parties or go to our stores, when I go to the house, whenever I've drunk or whatever, if she doesn't cook what I've started,
Yeah.
it does not respond the way I want. I feel jealousy. I feel like it is some other person about age. Maybe it's another person who's cooking good food for him.
Okay, and then that makes you jealous.
And right now, I'm a father of 4.
Okay.
And as I speak right now, I've got jealousy and almost present her food. But I didn't want to finish because out of blood.
Okay.
How do I about that one? Now, when you say, that's because of us. When I come, why do you shout at me as if I'm not the father?
Okay, Morris, I think we got the gist of, I know there's a small connection problem there, sorry about that, but the gist of it is that he's jealous. He's a father of 4, he just wants to stop.
Well, let me first say this, Morris. Jealousy is a normal emotion. Okay. It's normal. It is normal to feel that sting of jealousy. Yes, you've gone to somebody's house, they've got good food that you say you don't have it. You're a father of 4, you've not been able to be where you want to be. So that sting of jealousy is a normal emotion because of maybe that competition, particularly when it comes to appear. What is important is to recognize it, because jealousy that is at a good average is actually a motivating factor to get you working towards a goal that you desire to achieve. Okay. So when recognized and given positive energy, you will go in a direction that you will find fulfillment and results. Now, destructive jealousy is when you see they are eating good food and I don't have it, and your jealousy level wants to take the food and put it in the bin. Mm-hmm. You want to see those sofa sets and get yourself a big knife and cut them off. Destructive jealousy is now that level where you now need to be able to sit back and evaluate yourself. Okay. Ask the question, what triggers my jealousy? What kind of levels is my jealousy? How do I become dysfunctional when I am jealous? So it's all about self-awareness. Mm-hmm. The levels in which you operate at when you feel jealousy. When it spirals to destruction, then you've got to get a hold of yourself. Right. You've got to acknowledge that this is going the wrong way. And then you've got to now make it, life is about habits. For Morris, I would say, write 10 things on a piece of paper to counteract those jealousy feelings. Okay. If it is about things, just counteract them by saying what you will do to achieve them. If it is about looks, that you are handsome and you're good, it's always about saying positive statements to ourselves. You can be jealous because somebody is tall, dark, and handsome, and you're not like them. But you say, despite my not being tall, dark, and handsome, I am fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. I am powerful beyond description. I'm a great father. I'm a great cook. I'm a great career person. You've got to give yourself statements.
Speak life into yourself.
Speak life into yourself. Okay. Because when you find yourself overly jealous, it is about your self-worth. How much self-worth are you giving to yourself? When it also comes to relationships, the self-worth says to you, I'm not good enough. Why does she love me? Why does he love me? You feel like you're being done a favor by being in the environment of someone. So when they stop, they look away, you think, oh, the favor is over. Honey, the favor is not over. You deserve the love. Yeah. You deserve the gifting. You deserve your environment. You deserve what you got. Nobody's doing you a favor by being with you. Okay. The minute you condition your mind to know that it's not a favor to be with someone or to be able to acquire, it is what you deserve, you begin to change your mental state.
Okay, Jenny, I love that. I love that. Okay, we have another caller on the line. Good morning. Hi, Florence.
Hi, how are you, Kobe?
I'm wonderful, darling. How are you doing?
I'm good. I always love you. You're always beautiful.
And Jennifer is awesome. That's why it's a guest and you guys.
My mother, I love her so much.
Excellent.
I have a problem. Huh?
Yes, Florence, go ahead.
Yes. How are you, Madam Karina?
I am very well, Florence. I'm blessed this morning.
Thank you.
Okay, Mimi, I just have a big problem. Huh? I've been in a relationship for 5 years with a man now.
Yes.
Though he's married. He is 30 years, I'm 27.
Okay.
So all this while, huyu mwanaume amekuwa jealous up to sina any relationship. Amekwanga ametrack SMS zangu, anything amefanya, then something funny ameficha kwa bibi yake. All these 5 years nilimiskari mtoto wake wa kwanza, 3 months pregnancy, then mtoto wa pili nikamiskari 6 months, mpaka nilienda through a lot of process nikaribu uterus. So last month, last month akaamua sasa kwenda mute. Ameenda mute, ameniacha kama niko kwa mataa nimehang, aliharibu relationship zangu zote, sina place pa kwenda. I have papers, nimetafuta job hapa Kisumu sijapata. Sasa ameniacha kwa mataa, na feel niko tu hapo, na feel bado nampenda, najua ni mbaya but bado nampenda. And then 5 years down the line mtu ameniharibia everything. Sioni penye nawezaenda. Sasa sijui advice yenye Madam Karina anaweza nipea, sijui nifanye aje, sijui kama kuna law inaweza nifanya ni get back, ama what's the way forward for me. Actually I'm depressed, niko kwa nyumba. I always watch live kila siku, but leo nimeamua ni call niulize nifanye aje. Najua ni mbaya but 5 years si mchezo, na mtu amenitrack, like siwezi fanya anything, kila kitu nikifanya najua.
Pole Florence, pole. Jenny, take this one. She's got a big one.
Florence, yeah. First of all, I'd like to tell you that you're 27 years of age.
Yeah.
At 27, life is just beginning. Okay. For real, you can redo your life. You've wasted 5 years, and 5 years is a small fraction. I'm just thinking, oh my goodness. I'm just going to be 60 in a year.
Wow.
And if I were 27, what would I do with my life? And I would say this to you. At 27, you've got to look back and acknowledge that you have made some mistakes. And this is a mistake because the man who is putting you through all this belongs to another woman. Now, what you need to do is to find healing. I'll tell you this. There is a woman who's done a lot of research about love and relationships, Helen Fisher. And she says that actually she found out that being in love, the love hormone, is in the same measure as cocaine, someone under the influence of cocaine. So I would say to you that true, you've been under the influence. And that's why you don't see that you are being mistreated day in and day out. And you're just sucking up to this person to make your life full. Now, the problem, my dear, is not that other person. The problem is Florence.
Really?
You need to look internally because solutions are never found externally. They are never found with that person you are begging to love. Please
She's
love
even wondering
me.
if there's something she can do with the government, with the law.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, the law can only help you when you're a legally wedded wife, when you have children, but I gather they are not children.
Yeah,
they
she
are
had
not.
a miscarriage.
She had a miscarriage. They are not children. If you had children, then you'd get child support. Now, if you have evidence of spousal support, you've lived with him and he has supported you, you can go to court and you can be able to be supported. But my question would be, at 27, I got my hands, I've got my legs, I got my intellect. I mean, God is before me. I would say I dust off my feet, begin all over again.
Get
now,
a new number. You know, get new friends. She can actually start afresh, and it'll be okay,
yes.
right?
At this point, you need someone who can hold your hand. I hear her say she's in the house 24/7.
And she's lost all her relationships because of this man.
Yes.
Yes.
She's lost all her relationships because of this man. Now, you're in Kisumu. I would say, if you are, anytime you happen to be in Nairobi, come and see me. And then I can just probably give you some power tools to be able to begin your life all over again. You don't have to live in Kisumu. You can live anywhere in Kenya, anywhere else, and you can begin your life all over again. Make new friends and start all over again.
Yeah.
If you keep to this relationship, you are now going to go and get a child, and you are going to be confined here. This relationship indicates no trust, no affection, no intimacy, there is mute. He's not talking to her.
Yeah.
So, honey, get yourself together and
I wish in you. You're only 27, Florence. You have so much ahead of you. Don't give up on yourself. Florence will take your number and connect you to Jenny. She's unbelievable. Jenny, you have another call. This is a big topic. Good morning.
Good morning, Kobe.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. How's Jennifer?
Hi, Angela.
Great. You have a question, hon?
I have a question and a comment.
Okay.
And something to tell you.
Okay.
So, me, I have this man. I do love him. He means a lot to my life. So, it's so insecure that one day as we were walking, so I guess someone looked at me. I don't know the person.
Okay.
So it's like, he's asking me, why is this man looking at you that way? Yeah? But I replied to him, I told him, go ask him. Me, I don't know him. Akaniuliza, you want me to ask him? Guess what? He went and punched the man out.
A stranger?
In the street. Huh?
A stranger?
A stranger, totally stranger. So it's like, I walked out na akaanza kuniuliza mbona umekimbia ama mbona umeenda. That embarrassment was so like, you see, it was like wanapigana sasa. I don't know your girl, unakuja unanipiga ngumi. It's so sad and it's so embarrassing. So me, I walked out and left him there. Yeah. And hiyo tu ndo tabia yake, has been snooping my phone, akiniuliza huyu ni nani. So it's so bad, na hiyo imenifanya mpaka I think of losing hope, nimwache tu.
Okay, how long have you been together, Angela?
3.
3 years?
Yes.
Okay. And you're not married?
No, I'm not.
Do you have children?
No.
Okay. Jenny?
That's a clear sign of morbid jealousy.
Okay.
And mainly, I would ask Angela, if you are still on the line, have you been caught with any trust issues? Have you done anything to trigger the insecurity in this man? Because that's where it begins. Sometimes you can do something and you trigger an insecurity. And so it takes a while to build back the trust. So if you have created a situation where trust has been violated, then you need a journey of healing and a journey of reclaimed trust through setting new boundaries, evaluation and monitoring. If there has not been that, then I would say this person is coming from an environment where they were violated by another relationship who trust issues were there. Because sometimes when you have trust issues in one relationship, now you transfer that to every other relationship.
Right, so he could have come with that baggage.
It come with the baggage. So in this case, 2 people need to sit down together. And because these are lovers and they've been together for 3 years, I think it helps to be able to speak one with another. If you see someone is going to box a stranger that you are looking at, I know women who are, even in a restaurant, they are supposed to sit facing the wall so that nobody can look at you.
It's crazy.
But it is the insecurities of the man. The man has to deal with his insecurities, and you've got to encourage. You can't go on to somebody and say, oh, you have morbid jealousy, you have serious insecurities, you need to work on them. It comes from you. It all begins with you becoming fully aware of the environment, building your self-worth to the level that you can ignore some of the statements, because the anger triggers more violence because of what is the responded. Because when you are asked, why is that man looking at you? You will reply, why are you asking me? Why don't you ask him? Or I don't know him. So you are defense.
Right.
So I would say, don't try to be defensive. Simply find a way of ignoring some of those statements, or bringing humor into it to reduce the tension, because it's about building up of the tension. A morbid jealousy partner is so dangerous. I have seen one just gouge the eyes out of their lover.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, that you will never look at another person. And so before it gets to spirals to that kind of level, as a matter of fact, jealousy is the #1 trigger for domestic violence.
Wow.
Every other person that reports domestic violence is usually as a result of a jealous partner who has accused them. Now, this is the most serious part, is that sometimes the morbid jealousy partners is all about visualization. They visualize that you're seeing someone. They fantasize about these things.
You look at your phone, they just build castles.
They build the castles,
Yeah.
and they make the castles a reality. So the way that they are healed is by removing those thoughts and now putting new thoughts in their mind. Sometimes it has to be therapeutic. Sometimes it has to involve a physician. Sometimes they need a clean mental health certificate. Sometimes it takes a lot of work.
Okay.
But it comes to the level where if you are not married to this person, you've got to bite the bullet and make a decision as to whether this relationship can truly progress to the next level. And this is what they usually say. Now, when we get married, the jealousy will be finished because I will belong to them entirely.
It doesn't go?
Listen to me and listen to me good. When now you tie the knot, now that is the beginning of the violence.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so
Because
if
you
someone
belong
is acting the way badly now, and if they're showing signs, like in
Yes.
Florence's case,
Yes.
walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away.
But before you walk away, give it everything.
Okay.
So that you have that justification of knowing that you did whatever you needed to do, but it didn't work out. One of the things and the notion that people have is that there's only one partner for someone. There are many partners for you, but you will never find another partner when you are tied to one, and particularly when you are in a dysfunctional relationship, because the dysfunction rubs it into you and you become dysfunctional. So every other relationship you enter into, you bring your dysfunctionality in it, and you wonder, why can I not be able to create a healthy relationship? As long as you allow yourself to stay in a dysfunctional relationship, year after year, you become totally dysfunctional yourself.
Jenny, you're unbelievable. Such a big topic. I think we might have to revisit that. But thank you for your great nuggets of wisdom. Jenny, it's so awesome having you on the show.
Thank you, Kobe.
Thank you so much, everybody. We will, of course, keep this conversation going. Jennifer is online, okay? And she's got 2 great books. And I will connect you to that. And she's great on email, especially.
Yes.
All right.